Winnie's Big Bad Robot by Valerie Thomas and Korky Paul. Every Wednesday afternoon, Winnie the Witch and her big black cat Wilbur went to art classes in the library. They learned how to paint and draw, knit and sew, make pots and posters, and lots of other things. Winnie the Witch really enjoyed all of the classes. Wilbur enjoyed some of them. This Wednesday, they were making models. Winnie decided to make a bear. She chose a cardboard box for the head. She glued on the eyes, nose, and mouth. Then she made the body, arms, and legs. It looked good. The teacher liked it too. "That's a lovely robot you've made, Winnie," she said. Winnie was cross. A robot? But when she looked at it carefully, it did look a bit like a robot. Everybody admired it. Winnie sat the robot on her broomstick. Then Winnie, Wilbur, and the robot flew home. Winnie stood the robot on the kitchen table. "It's a pity we're not a real robot," she said. Then Winnie had an idea. She picked up her magic wand, shouted, "Abracadabra!" And there in the kitchen was a real robot. "Beep, beep, beep," said the robot. Its eyes flashed red and green. Winnie was delighted. "Isn't this a lovely robot, Wilbur?" Winnie said. Wilbur didn't think so. The robot walked over to Wilbur and pulled his tail. "Ow!" cried Wilbur. "Naughty robot," Winnie said. "You mustn't pull poor Wilbur's tail." The robot looked at Winnie, then it leaned over and pinched her nose. "Ow!" said Winnie. "That hurt. I made a bad robot, Wilbur. I'll change it back into a model." Winnie went to pick up her magic wand, but the robot was too fast for her. It grabbed Winnie's wand, walked up the wall, across the ceiling, and then out the window. "Oh no!" shouted Winnie. "My wand still has the robot spell on it, Wilbur. We'll have to get it back." Winnie and Wilbur tiptoed out of the front door. They hid behind the tallest tree. The big bad robot was waving Winnie's wand. 2 robot frogs jumped into the pond. 3 robot ducks flew across the sky. The robot waved the wand again, and 4 robot rabbits hopped across the grass. Then the robot waved the wand at Winnie's front door. And there was an enormous robot house. "Blithering broomsticks!" Winnie whispered. "My lovely house is a robot house. We'll have to get my wand back, Wilbur." Winnie waited until the robot walked past the tree. She jumped out, and Winnie the Witch was Winnie the robot. Oh no! Winnie the robot walked round and round the garden. "Beep, beep, beep," she said. "Meow," said Wilbur. He didn't like Winnie the robot. He wanted Winnie the Witch back again. He would have to get Winnie's wand. But how? Wilbur had an excellent idea. He grabbed a creeper, swung out over the big bad robot, and snatched Winnie's wand. Then he swung across to Winnie the robot and dropped the wand into her hand. Winnie the robot waved the wand again and again and shouted, "Abra! Beep, beep, cadabra!" Two frogs jumped into the pond. 3 ducks flew up into the sky. 4 rabbits hopped across the grass. The robot house was Winnie's house. Winnie the robot was Winnie the witch. And instead of a big bad robot, there was a little pile of junk. Winnie the witch flopped down into her deck chair. Wilbur curled up in her lap. "Thank you, Wilbur," Winnie said. "I am very lucky to have such a clever cat." "Purr, purr, purr," said Wilbur. So I hope this book was kind of interesting for you, because it was for me. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.